Hello there and welcome to the Cryptcast with BridgeBrains. This is a podcast where we talk about whatever the hell is going on in our tombs and computers. And here we have the lovely Cubical Wings.
Hi.
Is that it?
Yeah.
No, you don't
Wait,
have a horse
are we actually starting?
Yeah. And we have also our first guest on the show, Keik Arkinshock.
Hi,
What do you do, Keik?
I make internet parodies
The worst
and
form.
YouTube poops, and sometimes I mix both of it together and make soup out of it, and I drink it.
And also we have ZehOverseer. This time we do not have Nintles because he is a little piece of shit who has a job.
Ugh,
Oh no.
those guys.
Jobs are a waste of time.
Who,
Gosh.
who needs to get paid for their work?
Merry
Cue
Christmas.
to edit.
Speaking
Hey,
of, when's my
it
check?
would be
That's
it
my
would
fault.
be- It would be around Christmas when this comes out. At least I hope Nintles gets it out before then.
Hell yes. In fact, my Christmas present for him will probably come out during Christmas.
Oh damn.
Probably.
Oh, can we get a little insight on what that gift is?
Oh yeah, sure. As I said before, I make YouTube poops, but my sources are literally parodies, so I parody other parodies. That's what I do. So I'm making one for Kimono Friends.
He's the parody man.
Yeah. And I'm only doing it just to either for two reasons. One, I want to pressure him a little bit, just like, hey, this is a thing, and I'm making something for you. Now you go do your thing, cause I'm voicing in it. Maybe I don't remember.
You do
And-
voice. You do voice in it.
I do. And the second part reason is just because, hey, it's one of those parodies I actually like.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's good. And what about you, Cube? How
What about
is you?
I is good, you know. I add it.
What do you edit?
Well, I do want to do a couple things for you, you know.
Oh,
Anything you want.
oh,
But I also do things for me too.
oh.
Like masking out carrots and making them fly across the screen.
Exactly. I am very good at that.
And you're very good with using outdated memes.
Yep. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do
Uh,
it.
So, what are you doing, ZehOverseer? How is you?
I'm good. Just trying to get into the Christmas spirit around here.
Here.
You say it like that's a good thing.
Well, where we where we are from, because we're from the same area, it's not really snowing yet.
No.
Well, you're lucky.
It's just really windy and cold.
Me being Canadian, I already have like 3, 4, 5 feet of snow.
You damn Canucks with your snow.
Yeah.
Is it
God
is
damn,
it
it
weird
is
to call
snowing
a
right now, too.
Canadian a Canuck? Is that ever a thing?
Well, I mean, it's not something you hear often, but I think it is actually like a term for Canadian.
I thought it was I legit thought it was a term at one point, and then another Canadian talked to me about it and said it's a hockey team.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the Vancouver Canucks.
I like Vancouver.
Vancouver's nice.
It's the easiest place to get to in Canada from Washington.
Yeah,
I'm
because it's like
close.
just across the way.
Yeah. That
I'm
and
close to Canada.
that and BC area is also pretty neat.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little northern Canadian, so it's a little colder up here.
And Nintles is like on the far east.
Yeah, he's on the east side. I'm west side, baby.
West side.
West side Canuck.
I'm from the west side, eh?
I'm from the west side, eh? Come here and we'll work my snowblower.
Doesn't Canada have that actual accent is like in one small part of Canada?
I've honestly never heard that accent. I think that was honestly just a stereotype from that like show. What is it? Bob and Doug McKenzie.
What?
It's like this. It's about these like two drunks that have this like talk show thing. It's funny as hell.
Oh.
Okay.
Canadian shows are weird.
Oh yeah, we're great.
You guys made Total Drama Island. I remember that.
Don't remember that
I
one.
remember watching that when I was a kid.
That's an old ass cartoon. Not really old, but like it's old enough that and it's still going, I think. Like they're still making like spin-offs and shit.
Yeah, well, you think that Canadian cinema is weird? Try explaining Sharknado to me.
I mean, the best way I can explain to you what Sharknado is that there's 5 now. There didn't need to be 1 in the first place.
You know, I just have to wonder, how the hell did somebody pitch that to like a production company going, I have this great idea for a movie. It's about this tornado that's about to kill people, but they're sharks.
Yeah.
And we shall call it Sharknado. Here's $1 million. Go do it.
And they got so many celebrities in on that too.
Yeah.
Eventually, it just became a self-parody.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like The Room. Oh, hi, Mark.
I actually want to see someone abridge Sharknado now.
Oh, God.
Like,
should get on that.
Make it actually worth watching.
Oh, okay.
Someone's got to make an anime of Sharknado.
2019 on the list already.
Yep.
No. When I say it became a self-parody, I mean literally. If you've seen the 4th movie, it's flat out a comedy.
Wait, were they supposed to be serious?
No, Sharknado.
Was the first one coming out like, this is supposed to be a drama?
Well, I didn't hear any jokes in the first movie.
Just the fact that it existed is a joke in itself.
The budget was $2 million.
Are you serious?
What year did the first one come out?
Initial release was 2013 in Germany, apparently.
Germany.
Apparently.
2012, I think?
Yeah, I think it was like 2012.
Well, I mean, if you think about like movie budgets these days of like billions of dollars, that's kind of like a low budget movie.
Yeah.
But still, who gives $1 million to make?
To be fair, I think the 4 of us in this podcast are like us just talking about it is the most attention Sharknado has gotten in years.
Yep. Yeah, you're welcome. Should we get some publicity payments from this? Like,
yeah, where's my royalty?
Yeah, where's my royalties?
Where's my sponsorship?
BridgeBrains, sponsored by Sharknado.
Sponsored by 2009.
I
hope so.
I mean, it's scary enough that we're talking about Sharknado in 2017.
Oh, man.
Just in time for the sequel, Sharknado 27.
27? What happened to the others?
Oh, they passed by like... they passed by like tumbleweed.
They were all direct to DVD.
Yeah.
Oh, what other terrible movies can we talk about?
A terrible movie? Just in general?
Terrible series that is going on.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't watch I don't watch any terrible stuff, at least from my knowledge.
Has anybody ever heard of the movie Rubber?
What?
I have, actually.
It's about a killer tire.
Oh my god, dude, dude, you're giving me PTSD right now.
It's about a tire that has psychic abilities that'll blow people's heads up. It's the weirdest thing, but it's like a 2-hour movie, and
I watched it on like Netflix like years ago.
I know.
And then there's this, it will cut away to this like crowd of people like what
observing it.
Like they're commentating over the movie.
Yeah, that's about the only bit of plot you actually get throughout the movie is them watching it.
That sounds like a movie that John Trump would make a video out of. Like, it's that ridiculous.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe he's already working on it. Oh.
If you actually get it right, I'm gonna.
Yeah, if that's his
Jizz.
next video, then I
Jan Tran.
I deserve something for that.
They're just those movies that are just like so bizarrely weird and they just like nobody's ever heard of them. Like, have you guys ever heard of the movie Branded? Do you guys remember that movie?
It sounds familiar.
familiar.
It's from 2012. It's about advertising, where advertisements come to life.
So,
Is this ringing a bell?
Branded.
like, is it live
see
action
it.
or
It's live action.
I found a TV series from like 1965 called Branded.
Oh, hey, Chuck Connors is in that.
Let me describe the plot of Branded. It's about this guy who works in advertising. He's like the best in the field. And he finds out through some ancient ritual of pouring cow blood over himself that the advertisements are actually like these creatures that latch onto your brain and like just like follow you around and make people fat. And basically like he has to find a way. He goes to this, it's a fast food. The fast food advertisements are these creatures that are latching onto people's brains. So he has to go to this vegetarian company, and he uses his advertising powers to make their food look more appealing. And then at the end of the movie, it's just this giant war between these monsters in the sky of this city, and they're all advertisements for like different fast food companies and vegetarian restaurants just battling it out like Pokemon.
I think the cow that he got the blood from had a fucking disease. Or like took a shit ton of drugs.
So I like to imagine that that entire description you just said was imagine that as an idea, just like, oh hey, I want to make a movie about this. You like?
It's not.
Yeah, I'm sure that Hollywood has just been getting all the weird ones, and then they're just kind of like, you know what? Fuck, just do it. Do it. Give me some money for it.
It sounds like a live action version of the movie, the animated movie Food Fight. Remember that?
There's an anime movie called Food Fight.
It's about food brands and store brands that live. Yeah, like Mr. Clean.
Honestly,
Oh God!
I thought you were going to.
Old, man.
I thought you were going to mention the old Simpsons Treehouse of Horror sketch where all the advertisements come to life and start destroying Springfield.
That's an actually good one. The others are terrible. The other examples are terrible. Well, yeah, what you said, Cubicle, about Hollywood getting all like the really bad movies. It just reminds me of the fact that Hollywood is trying to make more live actions of like anime and shit.
Yeah, well, like I think they're making that live action of the Lion King, or
what?
They're doing something from a Disney
Oh,
product recently. Forget what it is though.
I believe it is Lion King.
What are you talking?
Is it the Lion King? Yeah, but it just seems like they're grabbing like old stuff and doing that, which honestly I don't mind too much, but it just seems like they're rushing them out way too fast. Like they're not putting any effort into them. It's just like, oh look, they're just selling it on the whole idea of, hey look, it's live action. This, come see it.
Oh no, that's the entire thing. That's the whole like, because
yeah, but it would be nice if they got
only
some actual like directors that were passionate about doing these like things. Make a good adaptation.
The biggest thing that annoys me about it is like, what's the point?
Yeah.
It's not like these like, it's like it's the fucking Lion King. Everybody knows the Lion King.
It's a money grabber.
Yeah.
Also, it's just animals. What's the point of making it live action?
Live action Nemo.
Because live action animals do well in Hollywood somehow. Like Paddington is somehow getting a sequel. That one, like Paddington is like a bear or something. Yeah, I forget. But yeah, I just saw a sequel for it. I was like, I didn't even see the first one. I don't even think it did that well.
Imagine a live action Lilo and Stitch.
Oh
Oh
God.
god.
No.
You know
I'd
that
actually be
that one I would
interested in that
actually
one,
go
I'd be
see.
interested in. But it's just like even like with the Lion King and how I say like these remakes are pointless. When I saw that James Earl Jones was playing Mufasa again, and they got Hans Zimmer, no wait, not him, but somebody else, the guy who did the original Lion King, back to do the soundtrack for this movie, I'm just like, did you all forget the point of like a remake?
Yeah.
It's not just do the
It's
exact
not just a
same thing
rehash.
You know who should?
Let's cast all the original voice actors and we'll just put them into motion capture suits. Yeah, that works.
Exactly. What's the fucking point?
Yeah.
God, could you imagine seeing James Earl Jones in a motion capture suit on all fours?
I don't want to think about
I
it.
don't.
You know, that's probably some guy's fetish. I want James Earl Jones to be on his knees. Take me, daddy.
That
I don't know if I should either be scared or intrigued.
that more so scares
Be
me.
careful not to choke on your aspirations.
I'll be choking on something.
Well,
Oh
Everybody here's seen Rogue One, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I rewatched it. I think 2 weeks ago.
Honestly, I think the best part about it was honestly the ending with Darth Vader. Like
Yeah.
that was
Where
what-
it goes full horror film.
Yeah. Where he just comes out of the dark is like, it's James Earl Jones again. He doesn't talk in that scene, but I know he's talked at some point.
At some point in time.
It's the original.
I like that they did that.
You know it wasn't James Earl Jones in the actual Vader
no.
suit, right?
No.
But I
But-
like that they mixed
God, imagine that too.
like the original with like this new story, or because it took place during that time. I like that they
Yeah, like just before the first one.
like the ending was pretty much just like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Well, that's how the new movies are, basically.
Yeah, I think The Force Awakens literally just its whole marketing came off nostalgia.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about the new one.
For Star Wars.
We're not going to talk about the
Nope.
new one. No.
Until maybe like a couple weeks down the road when most people have
Not
seen
even,
You're just telling for all the people who are listening to this and thinking that that's what we're leading up to.
it. Yeah, we should just put like a notice like we're not going to be talking about the Last Jedi, so
Yeah.
don't click away, please.
Just put a word on the screen that says "No Last Jedi." No
Yeah.
Jedi.
No Jedi. No Jedi here.
No Jedi. No Jedi here.
No Jedi for you. Come back 1 year.
Come back in 1 year.
Jedi Nazi.
In 1 year, when next Star Wars movie comes out. Then we can't talk about that one.
Yeah. Spoilers for the next Star Wars movie instead.
Oh no, Disney! Don't make another one.
Oh no, Disney.
Another one.
Yeah,
no,
but
you're buying all the Fox stuff now.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, the
that
Fox
happened.
deal, yeah.
That happened recently.
I didn't think much of it until somebody on Twitter pointed out to me something that just put me in shock, where I was just like, oh my god, Disney.
That they own
owns
Simpsons now?
Yeah, Disney owns The Simpsons.
You know, the one thing that I'm really wondering about is like Disney doesn't really release R-rated movies. So how the heck
Yeah.
are they going to release the new Deadpool?
I'm guessing like they're going to like the new Mutants movie, the new superhero horror movie. I think that has a small possibility, just a small one, of being canceled. But I think the Deadpool movie it's gonna come out.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm just worried that
yeah,
they're probably
they're not
going to
gonna
censor it
cancel the
down. Get rid of all the things because like the
I mean,
first
No
Deadpool
wi-
was great.
No
we're not
Women's
gonna get
Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
If you were to ask me, they're probably not even going to touch Deadpool from this point out. So I think like we're obviously not going to get a Deadpool 3, and people are wondering, does this mean that the X-Men from the X-Men movies are going to come into the MCU? And I'm saying no, they're probably going to reboot the X-Men in their own way and like get new actors to bring into the MCU if they decide to do it.
Yeah. Although it's going to be
Yeah.
hard to recast Wolverine though.
Yeah, because like he doesn't want to do it anymore. He just is tired of the role now.
Well, I remember
Yes.
reading like he said that the only reason that he would ever come back to do Wolverine again is if he was allowed into the MCU. But it also sucked because as soon as that deal came through, he came out and said, you know, it's cool, but I think Logan was a good send off. So
It was. I don't want
was.
Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine because like
yeah,
he's
I thought
had
like,
his
Logan.
entire movie of he's had his whole goodbye movie.
Yeah.
That was the perfect cap off to Wolverine's story.
yeah, it just
I
sucks
kinda-
because he was perfect for Wolverine.
I kind of just want to see.
There's got to be a point where you've got to say, okay, stop.
It's time to stop.
This he can't keep playing Wolverine until he dies, dude.
Yeah, you can. They just
You
do
know,
Old Man
you-
Logan again.
You know what? You know what? A bad but kind of accurate summary of Logan is old man takes care of another old man. That old man dies, and he gets a little kid that is just like him. That's basically it.
Pretty big
Death
summary.
Nugget.
Old man takes care of old man, gets young child.
That's
Old man died.
basically the whole movie.
Yeah.
But it was a good movie.
Old man swears a lot too.
Yeah.
What
Old man
was her-
swears around kid.
What was the little kid's name again? I forgot.
X-23, I think.
Yeah, I
was it
don't think they had
X-23?
I don't think she actually had a name. It was just the X-23 thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that gave me. I think that gave my friend the excuse to call her Death Nugget.
You know, I think we are probably wrong. She probably does have a name, and we're just having viewers like screaming at us right now. Her name was this.
But
You're
okay,
not a true fan.
Hang on, I actually need to search it up. What was X-23's name?
I really hope that like the X-Men series will continue with her, but like like her character growing as she
Yeah,
becomes the new Wolverine.
but they have to cast like a really good actress.
Her name was
to-
Laura. Apparently.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Laura
Yeah.
and Logan go on adventures, and then Logan dies.
Spoiler: next movie, Logan dies. He dies in whole.
You ever see that fake end credits scene where Deadpool like stands in front of
I have seen
his grave? Just- Deadpool comes around the corner. He just kind of kneels at Logan's grave. Just, what's up, buddy?
So-
That's
it was
great.
fun while it lasted, but I did not like taking you to the bathroom.
Happy Hug a Koala Day.
Yeah.
Ollie.
But yeah, I'd like to see that movie continue on with the new girl, only if they get like a really passionate actress for it.
Yeah.
Because there have been like actors and actresses that that just do it for the money. They don't actually care for the character, and that's what ruins the feel of the character.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
I'm trying to think of an example.
That's my to my voice actor whenever I direct him for parodies. He's like, "Hey, don't act like this character. I need you to be the character."
Yeah.
Yeah.
How I
I want you to understand one thing,
Connect with
one
this
thing
character.
only. That this character was going to make these noises.
I like working with one of my voice actors here because he does like the Patrick Warburton impression.
Yeah.
I don't even have to tell him to like just get into this character. I just say, all right, I need a Patrick. All right, let's fucking do this.
Hey, Peter,
I better.
can you get a sweater?
Sweeter. Oh my god, but he does it so perfectly. It's funny as hell, and I can't help but laugh every time we do a recording session.
I told you this cubicle that I actually I'm gonna explain it in the podcast that I've actually met Patrick Burton. He has a summer home here in Oregon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
Is he willing to do some voices for us?
flies out all the way to Oregon.
Come out to your summer home. Let's do some recording.
I know you have a studio. In your
Special
house.
guest on the BridgeBrains podcast.
Patrick
Warburton.
Hey.
All right, so what am I doing this for? It's for a parody on the internet that only
sake, not again!
only a few thousand people might see it, but
I don't watch anime.
I don't watch this.
What is this, Japanese Family Guy or something?
What's this hint here?
I mean, if there's a Japanese Batman now, can be a Japanese Family Guy.
That'd be terrifying.
Have you seen the
Japanese
trailer
Family Guy.
for Batman Ninja though?
I did.
Actually, it looks pretty neat.
It's amazing. Like I want to.
I have honestly mixed feelings about it. It's just like, oh hey, it's Batman. Oh, it's Samurai. Oh
Yeah,
Samurai Batman.
like
how?
like that's another thing. Like I saw in the comment section, like people like, he's not a ninja, he's a samurai. But and then there's actually some people that say, well, most depictions of ninjas nowadays actually wear samurai gear too. But and they work faster than actual samurai. Like samurais, because of the armor, they're like weighed down and aren't as fast. But the ninjas know how to work with it for some reason. That's what I've delved into research. So I can understand the confusion about it and like the critiques on it, but it's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
And the fact that Warner Brothers could work with those studios is just amazing. Like the writer, one of the writers from Trigger, one of the producers from JoJo. that
Yeah, it does look like the JoJo animation style kind of thing. So.
yeah, I don't even watch JoJo and I want to see this. Like
I'm trying very desperately to avoid it at all costs.
You'd be very passionate about it,
Batman.
just avoiding it. Batman.
And also
That is very.
I like all-
When he said that, that is so very clearly Batman.
Batman.
I like that
It's
they,
like hard English.
I like all the villains they included in the trailer too. Like even villains that like some of them aren't shown enough that are underappreciated. Like Gorilla Zod. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Harley looks
Oh.
fucking badass.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn's actually one of my favorite female villains in like any Marvel or DC.
How'd you take Margot Robbie's takeover?
What other series do you have doubts about?
Did we have a topic?
No,
I don't think we really went into this with a topic.
no, we're just talking random
No.
bullshit.
I mean, if we really want to get into topics, I guess we go to what we are. I guess. Parody.
I
guess.
Oh
I
Speaking
guess I
of-
have to talk about myself, dude.
gosh, I just hate being egotistical and stroking my dick.
Oh, I did that yesterday.
I already did
I
that.
did that like 2 hours ago. God.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm doing it.
This is a great podcast. Keep going.
Cubicle, what have you worked on outside of BridgeBrains?
Well, all right. Well, let's start very early. As soon as I left high school, I actually went down to Vancouver to do film school for a bit, and I worked on a couple of short films down there, and got to meet a couple cool people. But of course, living down in Vancouver was a pretty big city of what I was used to, and didn't realize that was going to cost quite a bit. So I ended up coming back, and a buddy of mine suggested doing these abridging, which I thought would be fun to edit. And yeah, I've just kind of gotten into the whole abridging scene like that. And
Keyword is thought.
yeah.
That's the thing, like,
No.
some people don't realize that, bridging, like, oh, everyone does that. They're so easy to do. Like, there's a lot of production that goes into, like, really good abridgments.
Yeah, like when I first saw him, like I thought, oh yeah, it's gonna be very easy. You just throwing it's over top of footage. But then I actually looked into it and was realizing, well, you lip sync, you add sound effects, you redub the whole thing. Like there's a bunch of stuff that you can do that you can.
You funny you say that.
Yeah, but like you can do like completely different jokes than the original stuff, and God, writing them is fun too.
I'm more of a guy that wants to do visual shit and then worry about writing, and that's the complete opposite of what an abridger is supposed to do.
Yeah. I kind of go through the process of we write it first, and then we watch the thing and go, all right, what can we take from our writing and put into this?
I mean,
it's kind of the wrong way to do it, but you know what? It's kind of worked out pretty well.
The way I do it is that I have the footage on one side of my screen and then have the script on the other side, and just pause it at moments where I can come up with ideas.
Yeah.
The perfect example I can give for what that I like visual shit more than I do writing is the fact that I took a picture of Toru from Dragon Maid, and I made her look like Marge Simpson.
Oh.
and I showed it to a few of my friends, and they're like, "Whoa, what the hell?" And that was it.
Oh.
So I was like, "Here," and so I think I was like being inspired by like making other shit besides like weird ass visuals. I wanted to make like a critical type video, but like have it be in a parody ish way. So I just made Dragon Maid.
Do you think Dragon Maid a bridge is gonna become the new Soul Eater bridge? Like, there's gonna be a lot.
No, no, I don't want it to. The only good ones I've seen is, well, I guess Neo's, because that's the only one I've seen. Closed captions, come on.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. What do I don't know what topic now. We're just divulging into random stuff, like I said.
Well, is there any series that we've all worked on that hasn't really been fully publicized? Like, not many people would know about?
I don't know if I should talk about the one I just edited.
Come on, man.
I'm putting together yeah, I'll just talk about it. I'm putting together a Senran Kagura abridged, because no one's abridged it since it came out, like back in like 2013.
Nice.
Probably because it's a bad show. From maybe.
I was cringing at it so much, but like there's so much material to use with the settings and the girl and the characters, just especially the character that you're gonna be playing, Keik.
I don't voice so many roles, but when I do, I want to make sure they're good. I want to know what I'm getting myself
I
into.
mean, I was originally gonna call this show Ninja Tits. So
Ninja
yeah,
tits.
it's a great description.
I like it.
What? Can I edit the thumbnails?
No, that thumbnails are my only thing that I'm actually good at with editing.
It's the
Oh.
one thing I get enjoyment out in life.
I was just gonna make it all like epileptic
Oh.
shit.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I think you and me, JChippers, last night were just showing off a bunch of our thumbnails, what we've done.
Yeah. Yeah, we did that yesterday.
Yeah, God, you remember that one for that Kill a Kill one that I'm working
Yeah,
on right now?
It looks like drugs. All right.
It does, yeah.
It makes me
Ugh.
question, like, what that.
Yeah. Who did I hire? Why did I hire this guy?
And then all my thumbnails for like my main series, Absolute Duo Bridge, are just clickbait. Like,
Well, that's the only way to really go, though.
that's how you get the views.
Yeah.
Hell
Tits in the thumbnail or no
No,
thumbnail?
no tit.
And you have to. I would love to have like the most clickbaity parody title, but like the parody itself, the content itself, is just. It's not even the bridging. It's just like live action shit of me just talking about shit and walking outside. But
I think
but the thumbnail's like it's like okay, let's insert JoJo parody, gone sexual, gone mad, hashtag hashtag.
you know
Just
that
have-
used to actually be a thing that they used to do online. It was called rickrolling.
I could do that, but I don't.
I'm not stooping that low. Jeez.
I was saying, like, you said that you like old stuff, but I don't go that low or
Yeah,
old.
Come on, I may use the Shia LaBeouf do it meme a lot, but I'm not
Shia
going
LaBeouf
that
is
low.
life.
Actual cannibal, Shia LaBeouf.
He makes
Shia
me cream.
LaBeouf. He makes me moist.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Heck, I'm going to just put it on this podcast because I'm kind of curious. I've hidden in a lot of the stuff that I have edited. I've actually hidden Shia LaBeouf's in a lot of scenes.
and he's shown me all of them.
Well, a couple of them, not even all of them. No, like sometimes they're just like in singular frames, or he'll actually appear in the background, so small for like about a couple seconds. But what I love is that we've had our series up for about a little under a year, and nobody has found it yet. Any of them. And something just makes me really
Probably
proud
because
about
They're
that.
not looking.
I know.
How can our eyes be real if mirrors aren't real?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hashtag Jaden Smith, our savior.
No, don't do that. You're gonna make no, please. I've heard people are trying to make Neo Yoko bridges, which I'm.
Why? It's an abridged of
Yeah.
itself.
I haven't. I don't
It-
know.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's like trying to abridge Fully Cooley. Like, it's just a parody in its own right. It has fucking Jaden Smith as a legitimate voice actor, and it's not. Is there even a sub? I haven't seen a sub.
I think there is.
And if there is, I'm wondering who they actually got to voice Jaden Smith, because that character is just Jaden Smith.
Probably a real voice actor.
Ugh.
It'd be great if it was just Will Smith that
Will
voiced him.
Smith voicing Jaden Smith.
Yeah. Smithception.
No, he should have played like if was there a dad character in that anime? I forget.
I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't
no.
seen it.
If they ever continue
Although
it,
it's
they
reminding
should
me,
make Will Smith the dad.
This reminded me of a picture I found. It shows Will Smith, but the captions say Will Smith Will Smith, and then at the bottom it says Will Smith Will Smith
Oh.
Will Smith.
That made total sense.
Or no, I think it was like yes Will Smith Will Smith. Yeah. Okay.
So basically, that's like the
Yeah.
woodchuck thing. Like how
It's-
much
it-
how
it's a
much
Will
wood could
Smith
woodchuck
tongue
like blah
twister.
blah blah blah.
I
Hell
love
yeah.
tongue twister.
It's a smithster.
When
Tongue smithster.
like Neo Yokio though, just I don't know why some people take it seriously. Like it's just a comedy. It's a comedy that doesn't care about what it's doing. His best friend is a fucking Gundam
Yeah.
that talks in an English accent. Like he's British. British English, whatever. I'm not racist, I swear.
No, it's only racist.
It's
if
not a
you-
race, dude.
England's not a race.
It's not racist if there's one race. Ha 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 ha.
It's not a racist if you win the race. That has to be the worst thing I've ever.
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure anymore.
What?
How about I propose BridgeBrains an idea that they should do?
Oh no.
I don't care.
I didn't ask for your opinion anyways.
If I wanted your opinion, I'd shove my ass up, my foot up your ass, and work you like a puppet.
Interesting. So I won't say here, but I had an idea of like 3 videos that all correlate the same way, and I don't know where to put it because I don't want to put it on my own channel. Because everyone's going to look at it and go, "Oh, this is like that one video, or the other one, and the other one that this guy's made." I want more people to work on it, and when I have just a standalone channel, I don't work with any sort of a bridge group at all. I associate with them. I just don't like. I'm not a part of said groups.
Fair enough.
But I do want to help other channels with just weird ass ideas I tend to have. I'm like, hey, you guys work on this, but think about it. And then I scurry away.
That has to be the best pitch I've ever heard. Hey,
do
work
my
on this.
work for me.
I mean,
I have an idea. Do it.
okay, well, what if I work on it and then just say, hey, claim that y'all did it, and
Just put
free
my
work,
name on it.
Free work.
Do all the work for me, but I'm gonna take all the claim for it.
Yeah.
Anyways, you're saying. Yeah, I'm
very curious
legit
about this
curious
now.
About this.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
trust me. I've already told Nintles it, and he actually let me read his exact reply he said when I told the entire idea to him. Let me try and find it real quick.
And not until say, you dirty little scumbag!
In our Discord server, claiming you want to do this and that.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. He said, "Well, that's something."
It sounds
Oh, I'm
interesting
in.
already.
It's something.
That's a concept.
So yeah. All I can say, the only hint I'll give, too much details, is that it's think of an anime parody, except one character
Oh.
is nothing but sentence mixing. Now, that's very vague of me to say because I want to keep it a surprise, but that's all I'm going to give for audience.
Oh, I thought you were actually going to like announce it on the podcast or something.
I mean, if I-
that's what.
I mean, do you want me to?
Because I was just getting like, because you were just like, let me give a hint before I say it. I'm just like, for God's sakes.
Just spill the brains.
Do you want me to, or do you not want me to? Okay, fine. It's I am mean versus whatever the fuck is being abridged. Literal I am mean.
Oh.
The CDI
Oh,
character.
That.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh. I mean, yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I mean,
Yes. No.
That's a
Yeah.
concept. That's.
That's the nicest thing you could say. Well, it's a concept.
That's the.
I just want him to rant about bridging.
Five
And yet somehow
movies.
Sharknado made it,
Oh, sure.
but this isn't. And all I wanted them to say when pitching Sharknado was, it's a concept.
That's definitely a concept that exists in your head.
Yes.
Yes,
And
it came out of my mind.
As long as I have the writing and everything I
Just
need,
have
I can make it work.
Just have people
can't.
edit it for you.
Life finds a way.
I'm not saying y'all have to do it
Just, hi-
for me.
just hire Cubical.
Maybe.
He is
That's
editor
what you're
for
implying, though,
hire.
right?
No.
He's an
Oh.
editing slut.
As long as I don't have to do it. I
You
can
know
make
what?
this work.
You know,
You labeled
as much as I
yourself
don't like that
the
term, I
editor
do have to agree with it.
Instead of just, I gave you the role of editing, you were labeled yourself the editor.
The only reason that the editor is in the name on my Discord chat is because there's this
also in
other
your
channel that I
Twitter
work on,
Your Twitter.
and they need that in there for some reason. Yeah, well, that's my own thing. I am in there on Twitter. That's a completely different story.
Yeah, as long as ZehOverseer doesn't have to work on it because he's working on enough as it is.
Yes, I am.
I'll just hide in tiny hints, critiques of his own parodies while I write
What does that even mean?
it.
Are you gonna make a Ruby abridged?
I mean,
The abridge of the abridged.
that makes me question how can you abridge that show like as an editing thing?
Do you want him to explain it again?
I don't want to. I don't want it to be explained. I just want to I've never seen a single episode of Ruby abridged at all, let alone Ruby. So
Oh, okay.
I've never seen Ruby or the parody.
So
Well-
all you know is that it's CGI.
All I know is that there's CGI, and somehow someone made a parody of it. And I looked at the thumbnail. I was like, oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh!
Closing off tab for now.
Honestly, I can't. Wait, what?
What?
It wasn't ugly, was it?
I didn't say it was ugly. I was just
just
like,
like-
oh.
Because I was going to say like, oh, I can understand that. Like, you can see the source material and think like, I don't think how that can be like made into an abridged, so you don't watch it. But the way you said it, you're just like, you saw the thumbnail and you're just like, ugh, close tab.
I wasn't mortified by it. I wasn't mortified by it. It was back when like I was getting into abridging, like not editing for it, like being a part of the community, but just being like a fan.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like I
Uh,
can understand that feeling when you look at different parodies. Like, how can this ever be done? And then you're like, how? You see,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
you see it, and
It's
then
like,
then you wonder if you should actually click on it or not.
yeah, that's a big problem, which I admit that I have been guilty of, because I do remember this one specific time where I saw Adventures of Billy and Mandy abridged.
Oh,
I didn't bother clicking on it, so I'll never know if that was a good parody or not. It could have been, but I didn't watch it because I didn't see how they could take that and make it into a bridged parody. But that's on me.
yeah.
Well, I mean, someone made an abridged parody of Ed, Edd n Eddy,
And that was really good.
it was
Yeah.
really good. However, like visually, it's not the best, but like writing wise, it's hilarious.
I will make a hole in reality and fuck it.
I will skull fuck your soul.
That's the thing. Like, visuals can make a parody really, really well, but visuals aren't always like required to make a show really good. It's the writing and how you actually do the characters.
So you can have a good looking parody, but the writing's just shit, and it makes it look boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works. It works both ways. Like,
You have to have decent parts of everything. You can't have shitty writing and great visuals, and you can't have great visuals and shitty writing.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
that's
I
what.
don't know if this much LSD is lethal, but honestly, I wouldn't mind dying. I just love that parody so much.
I don't know how long ago I last saw that.
Actually,
Actually,
I might see if I can like make a YouTube of another anime parody, because I've done that because that's like my thing now. It's like, oh, because for casual sources, everything's moving,
yeah.
and you can do a lot of stuff with that. However, for it comes to parodies, you have to you have that sort of limit, and you have to make it something.
Yeah.
Which is why I made Ainz from Overlord abridged be obsessed with food more than anything. So yeah.
You should just do a YouTube poop of all of the Tiba entries.
Do you understand how much time that would take?
Tiba,
All of them.
Tiba the
top 30, all
abridged
of
contest abridged.
I was just thinking about doing it for Ruby. That was it. Not
Wait, what?
Tiba and Trace. Actually, one of my friends challenged me to one day make a YouTube poop of Rel stuff.
Ooh.
And to that I say, how do you make a video from My Toaster is Retarded even more weird?
I mean,
It's a good challenge.
that's like trying to make a YouTube poop out of a super mint.
You can make it work. You just gotta know what to do, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Neo.
Have you ever seen a YouTube poop tennis? That's just making a YouTube poop out of a YouTube poop.
Well, yeah, I've done those before, and with the people I was working with at that time, it was just like, I was the only one being more creative with it. And by creative, I meant like actually making it weird. And my point was to make it really, really like you don't even know what's going on anymore, sort of deal.
Yeah.
Everyone else made just like one or two effects more into it.
ZehOverseer, you said you
Yeah.
entered that YouTube poop collab thing, or a collab thing. Can you give us a little insight on what it actually is?
Well, it's under a different username.
Yeah.
Yes, people, ZehOverseer is not the only YouTube channel I
Yeah.
have. I have 3, but ZehOverseer is obviously the biggest one, but I have a YouTube poop channel. Not going to share it because I don't want people looking at that
Yeah.
stuff. But it was for
Will you show me?
it was for a Christmas collab.
Oh, nice. like what all kind of what's the material that you used for it?
I don't want to say
Stop.
because people might judge me.
Oh.
We're already judging him.
No, I mean the people in the crowd.
Oh.
What?
I'll tell you guys after the podcast.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out for Christmas YouTube poops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JChippers, right? The podcast is over right now. This is it. Just come on, tell us. Come on.
No, I'm gonna keep you here forever.
I'm gonna keep you.
Yeah, I don't want to actually hit an hour, so I'm just gonna end it.
Wait, what?
Oh wait,
Right-
were you
right
actually
now?
ending?
What?
Why?
Yeah, the
Cactus.
last one actually hit like an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. And we
Yeah, a podcast.
yeah, we originally wanted. Well, I originally wanted.
No. I'm saying you're saying it hit an hour and it hit over an hour, and I'm just saying, yeah, like a podcast does.
I mean, yeah, but the first episode I originally intended to only have like maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes. And that didn't work out. Mostly because of the all the stutter from both me and
for sure
Nintles.
He was going to cut those out. Oh no, I stuttered a lot.
Yeah, we
because I'm not good at talking.
we all stuttered. But
I did not stutter.
I don't
Dick.
I
Oh,
stutter.
no.
This fucking Porky Pig fucking thing.
Blah, 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 blah.
What if he
Son
did?
of
What if? What if?
Son of a gun?
What if Porky Pig just like had an actual stutter loop, but like it was just forever, and then like and then as he's still saying that, it ends. It just says the end, and you hear in the background.
Oh no.
I might do that.
I like those kind of videos that like that just continuously loops like a certain lyric. Like I really
Or all right.
You stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't,
They don't
stop
stop
coming.
going.
Actually, someone edited that, but like he made the pitch shifting, so it was actually sounding like it was part of the song. So it's like, so you start coming, then they don't stop 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 coming, and they don't stop coming, then they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
Genius.
Don't stop coming. Don't stop coming. Oh. Yeah, my buddy did one called "Living on a Prayer," but
Oh.
better. And it's just like going, "Living on a prayer, take my hand and we'll make it out there." It just keeps going higher and higher and higher.
I really want to make one of those kind of videos because like I have a whole file of just acapellas from different songs because I make mashups. I could do it.
Yeah, you could do it.
Believe in me. Believe it.
Has anyone made a?
Believe it.
You guys were talking about Rickroll earlier. Has anyone made a "Never Gonna Give You Up" one?
Never gonna give
Yeah.
you up.
Or it's just
Never
like,
gonna give you up.
Never
Never
gonna
gonna
give
give you
you
up.
Never gonna give you up.
Has anybody here heard the Gorillas before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the Clint Eastwood one just called "In a Bag"? I'm happy in a bag. I'm useless in a bag.
That reminds me of greed text from 4chan. People make up stories, but like they build it all up to a lyric and a song. It's great.
I saw one of just Snow Halation with Todokate. Todokate, Todokate, Todokate. Todokate. And then the actual lyric in that song came up and it just sounded unfitting. How did they make that work? They made the
No
actual
idea.
lyric sound very unfitting because of the rest of the song was just why. Oh, I want to make one of those now. I will make it go viral, and I will be famous YouTuber.
Yeah.
See, there's a difference between you and me. I make videos for myself, and I don't care about audience.
Same, but I know how retarded the internet can be. Like the
Nice.
weird side of YouTube.
So you try to exploit it for your own gain.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I make it for myself, and then I'm like, oh, people might like this. They're retarded enough.
That's a nice thing to say on a podcast. My fans are like this. They're retarded.
No, I love my fans. What are you talking about? I don't call them out for liking trash. What are you talking about?
Yeah. We're just gonna cut this part out of the podcast, right?
No.
You know what?
I mean, I call my
I said that
fans
3
cringe
times
lovers.
in the last podcast, and they did none of them.
Oh boy.
I love Jose.
No response.
I spent a convention with you.
Time to
What's that?
watch what I can do. What are projects I'm actually working on this month? I have this collab I need to do, that Christmas thing for Nintles. I finished that Dargan Maid thing, and Dargan Maid. Evangelion Man 5 is gonna come.
That
out.
was fun. That was a good one.
I wonder what other people think of it now. Not like the ones that are like used to like to the same thing of like,
Yeah.
because I've showed it to Sprite stuff and he didn't. I don't think he liked it. I did show Spencer it, and that, if you don't know who Spencer is, that's the runaway tourist.
Yeah.
He's an old abridger. So I showed him it and he laughed really hard at one joke. Only one. And the rest he was like, okay.
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 I mean, that's how most of I showed Absolute Duo Bridge to my friend Dan from Lamer's team, and he had the same feeling because he laughed at one joke at the very end, and the rest of the episode he was just like, okay. And that's how our friendship blossomed.
Oh. Hey, Overseer, you want to watch Evangelion Man 4? Oh, okay.
Plug yourself even more. Stroke that dick.
That's my goal.
Stroke that dick like
It's not even a dick, it's just a plank of wood.
Are you
I'm not
the-
even
are-
going to ask.
Are you the live action Plank from Ed, and Eddie?
It makes You're reminding me of an image I found. It shows the guy. What was his name? What was like the guy who holds plank? I forgot his name.
Oh. Oh fuck! It wasn't Rolf. It was fuck.
I don't remember. Okay,
I
but
haven't seen the show in so long.
essentially, it was the guy, but like he was being crucified by and the wood was planked.
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
It's funny. In fact, whoever's editing this, I'll probably send that image so you can
Nintles.
so you can see what the hell. So you can see what the hell the audience can see what I'm talking about.
Just have a big picture and it just slowly gets bigger. It just zooms right in. Look at the suffering.
Time to go to my 4chan folder.
Oh,
Out of all the
Oh.
other pictures of just weird shit I find on the internet.
the fact that you have a 4chan folder.
Oh, there's folders in those folders.
Oh,
You have
I'm
no
scared.
clue. There's one specifically for Spider-Man memes.
Spoderman?
Yes, not even Spider-Man, just 60 Spider-Man animation memes.
Oh no. Why does 4chan exist still?
It just
That's a
it
good
rotted.
question.
People
Who's
that
even on
want
there anymore?
old ass memes.
A lot of people. Oh, dude. Speaking of which,
I remember going through 4chan.
I
as
found
a-
an image on there one time. If you've seen My Hero Academia, someone drew All Might, but like he made him look like Donald Trump, and his name,
Oh.
and he called it Wall Might. It's hilarious.
Oh,
I remember looking on 4chan when I was like
Jesus.
15, I think.
I only go there to find funny
I
stuff
only go
now.
on there to see if it's alive.
Oh, it's still alive. It's kicking,
It-
but like, imagine a midget, but it's trying to become a hunchback, but it can't.
Oh, it's still doing worse. It's still doing.
I don't want to
It's still.
mention that,
Is it
though.
doing worse or better than Newgrounds? Is the question.
I think it's doing better than Newgrounds.
There,
I think. I
it
don't know if
it
Newgrounds
does,
even
the-
exists at this point.
Some
Still,
artists, and I know even some like voice actors that upload to there. I'm like, what? But yeah, there's a few animators and artists that do still upload to there. Because
I hope
animation-
so.
I mean, I can understand the reasoning because animation is kind of. I mean, there are animation channels now with like millions of subs. Don't get me wrong, but like, animation is just like a dying thing on YouTube because of like monetization, and just stuff like that. Like,
Just YouTube in general is making animation have
like,
a sad
some
face.
Animation channels, like really big ones I like are Oni, Ego Raptor still. I like some of his old stuff. And then Jaden Animations, The Odd Ones Out. Oh,
Ooh, I found it. Time to. I mean, I do want. Hang on. Where is something I know all of you can see the image? I'm not even okay. I might be breaking a rule here on your server, but funny you say that I didn't.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god.
Nintles.
Nintles.
This exists, all right. This is the best without context. And I think at that point it's good to end it here. Maybe we should just have
probably.
the outro still with this picture up.
Look at Ed and Double D in the background, just like they have rolling heads.
They're just fucking laughing at him.
Jeez.
Oh, we're just gonna end here. So I'd like to say thank you to my guest, Keik Arkinshock. Is there any closing words that you want to say, Keik?
My closing words for today is try not to invite me here again because I'm gonna pull shit like this maybe more.
What about you, Cubical Wings? Any?
Nah, I'm good.
He's the man on our channel with a horse head.
I am the man with the plan and the horse head.
Yes, he is original memer.
Yeah.
And any closing words for you, ZehOverseer?
No, just I'm stuck here.
I think at this point I'm stuck here too.
You guys can leave BridgeBrains whenever you want, but I'm
I'm stuck here.
He's stuck here forever.
He's not leaving.
I feel like it's a basement, and you just see the overseer, and he's in the corner with the computer, and he's like, "Oh hi, welcome to BridgeBrains," and then you turn on the lights, it's nothing but cobwebs and like an old couch.
Feed me.
I remember this. It's like this picture I made that I shared in the BridgeBrains chat. It was just a picture of the Egyptians making a pyramid, and it was one of the pharaohs just whipping a say get back to work, but instead it's a picture of my character on the pharaoh, and Nintles' picture on the it says get back to editing.
Get back to editing.
Oh, I think I remember seeing it on Ablo.
Yeah.
At one point, and the way I was reading it was like back to editing, to whipping.
It's like, what is that, Sonic voice?
Back to editing.
I don't know.
Come on, step it up.
Come on, back to editing.
You're too slow. It's only been
Yeah,
9
so how's
months.
editing going? Oh man. Yeah, how's editing going? Oh man, it's been a couple months. You're too slow.
Put that picture up too, and so everyone can know that how our relationship is, how it works. And with that, we're gonna close it. So thank you guys for watching, and look forward to Beyond the Grave podcast someday when we can interview another Abruger. We just had a guest on this one because Nintles wasn't here, but we also wanted. You were a good replacement.
Thank you. What are you talking about?
You're welcome.
Wait, you are talking to me, right?
Sure. And Cubicle was
Okay.
here too because I wanted to introduce new member, even though he introduced himself through memes.
Do
So
it.
yeah, look,
Russian do it.
Russian do it. So now we end here. See you guys later.
I'm gonna go to bed.
We're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes. All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're at an impasse here. Maybe we should compromise. If you open up the door, we'll all come inside.